YouTube, how we doing, family? It's your boy, Yo, and this is another episode of the Ballpark Show. I go through every MLB game every day and try and narrow it down to the plays that I personally see the most value in. Today's Saturday, July 12th. Similar to yesterday, this isn't my favorite card, but I have 4 games that I like, and I have 3 player props at the end, so stick around. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's recap. Recapping yesterday, we cashed our highlighted play of the day. We took the Texas Rangers on the money line in Houston against the Houston Astros. I got it for plus 109 at the time of recording. Like I said, McCullers Jr. has to show me he's ready for that bounce back outing. He picked up 5 quick earned runs, and Leiter was able to do enough to get us the win. Final score was 7-3 Texas. Our guy Seager also got on the board. He had 2 hits and 2 runs. Even after we cash our player props, keep an eye out because a lot of these guys can stay hot for extended runs. On the prop side, we also went 3-0 yesterday. Jose Ramirez and Bobby Witt Jr. both hit home runs, and O'Neal Cruz had 2 singles to cash the 2+ bases. I've got 4 plays that I really like for today, so without further ado, let me get into today's games. In our morning game, we have the Seattle Mariners in Detroit taking on the Detroit Tigers. Tigers are minus 132 on the money line, and the total is 7.5 runs. On the mound, we have George Kirby going for Seattle, and we have Casey Mize going for Detroit. I like both of these starting pitching options. Mize has been outstanding. He has a 2.63 ERA, and his expected numbers suggest he'll continue to improve as the season goes on. Kirby's been serviceable in limited action, but I expect major improvement moving forward. He's got a high chase rate, good exit velocity, and if he can limit the walks, he's going to be in good shape by the end of the season. I know we just saw a higher scoring affair yesterday, but I think this one goes under the total. On top of solid pitching options on both sides, these are 2 offenses I can't see staying at the top of the league from behind the plate, just judging by their lineups. We're taking the Mariners and Tigers under 7.5 runs as our first selection. In our next matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Rays in Boston taking on the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox are minus 192 on the money line, and the total is 8 runs. On the mound, we have Shane Baz going for Tampa, and we have Garrett Crochet going for Boston. Baz has been a solid option for the Rays. He comes in with an 8-4 record, 4.34 ERA, but Crochet is on another level. He currently has a 2.39 ERA, a 9-4 record, and the expected numbers look fantastic. While the Rays have been slightly better from behind the plate over the last 30 days, I expect that to change based on the lineups. The Rays have gotten off a lot of timely home runs, but I don't know if that's sustainable moving forward. I've been talking about Boston playing with that fire since trading Devers, and I think they get another run line cover today. We're taking the Red Sox laying the 1.5 runs as our first highlighted selection of the afternoon. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Washington Nationals in Milwaukee taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers are minus 260 on the money line, and the total is 8.5 runs. On the mound, we have Shinosuke Ogasawara going for Washington, and we have Brandon Woodruff going for Milwaukee. Obviously, Woodruff's only pitched in 1 game this season, but he looked elite. Over his career, he's a 3.0 ERA guy, so it's not surprising he's looking sharp already. Ogasawara is a rookie that got blown up in his first game. Now you're pitching in Milwaukee against one of their better pitchers. It's a bad look. There's something about these afternoon games. The Brewers love to beat up on bad teams. I do have faith in Washington's offense long term, but this is too much of a pitching and bullpen mismatch. We're taking the Brewers laying the 1.5 runs as our next selection of the afternoon. In our last and final matchup of the evening, we have the Texas Rangers in Houston taking on the Houston Astros. Astros are minus 125 on the money line, and the total is 6.5 runs. On the mound, we have Jacob deGrom going for Texas, and we have Framber Valdez going for Houston. This is a pretty good pitching matchup. Both of these guys have sub-3 ERAs, but deGrom has been slightly better with that 2.29. I like both bullpens, so for me, it comes down to the lineups. If you were here yesterday, then you know how I feel. This Astros lineup is overrated. The Rangers are scoring more runs over the last 30 days, and I like guys like Seager and Adolis Garcia to get me those crucial home runs. Framber is a good pitcher, but I've personally seen him get blown up too many times in his career for me to trust him against an ace like DeGrom. We're running this one back. We're taking the Rangers on the money line as our final highlighted selection of the evening. All right, guys, let's get into the props. We've been on fire, 9-2 so far, so let's keep that momentum rolling. First, we're taking Ceddanne Rafaela of the Boston Red Sox to get 1 run or RBI. He's making a ton of hard contact over the last 30 days, and he's on a generational hit streak since they traded Devers. Rafaela's carrying the weight. Next, we're taking Ellie De La Cruz of the Cincinnati Reds to get 1 run or RBI. We cashed with him a few days ago, and we're running this one back. Great matchup against Blaylock. He's always stealing bases, and if you give him a hittable pitch, you're getting extra bases. Finally, we're taking Trea Turner of the Philadelphia Phillies to get 2+ bases. Darvish has looked a little rusty since returning to the lineup, and Trea is one of the best in the league in getting on base. He hasn't got a hit in the last few games, so I think we get at least 2 bases from him tonight. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We're now 6-1 on all highlighted plays. Let's keep that momentum rolling and go 2-0 today. I appreciate your support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, yo. And until the next one, I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.